Happy Friday. I am meteorologist Jake Lambright, and of course, that disturbance still sits just to our south right now out in the Gulf, and it will be responsible for rain chances as we head through Friday and Saturday, even for us in Louisiana, as this continues moving off to the west. Now, with that said, we've already seen some nice rainfall amounts yesterday, some moderate to heavy rain across central and southern portions of the state. Certainly much needed. We'll go ahead and take a look at current radar here, which, as you can see, shows a few of those scattered showers and storms, mainly off in Mississippi and Alabama, some of those even along the coast and in southeastern Texas. But of course, I do anticipate that rainfall will increase as we go into the afternoon today. So we'll take a look at that on Futurecast. It'll take just a moment to load in here, but very similar to yesterday. We'll see kind of scattered showers and storms heading into this afternoon and into the evening as well before we dry out heading into Friday night and early Saturday morning. Now, on Saturday, it is possible that we see rain a little bit earlier than what we've seen yesterday and what we will see a little bit later today. So let me take over this timeline and we will walk through this together. So here is a look at things as we head till 2, maybe 3 o'clock this afternoon, and you'll notice the scattered showers and storms mainly along and just north of Interstate 10. Again, some heavy rain will be possible at times, frequent lightning and gusty winds, but for the most part, storms should stay below severe limits. Not going to entirely rule out the chance for a severe storm. With that said, similar to yesterday, more of the storm activity that we see will not be severe. We'll continue fast forwarding as we go into the overnight hours. The chance for a spotty shower or storm remains possible. Most in the state, though, do stay dry until we get to tomorrow morning, and you'll notice storm coverage already picking up by 10 o'clock in the morning. That storm activity, of course, will continue into the afternoon before we dry out heading into Saturday night. So when it comes to rainfall totals, not including what we've already picked up for most of the state where you see the greens and blues, that's about half an inch to 1 inch of rain. And then south of Interstate 10, where we pick up those purple colors, red colors, those are spots that could see 2, maybe 3 inches of rainfall. So very manageable rainfall totals. That's why the flash flood risk today is very low. That green shading for most of the state indicates a marginal risk, which is a level 1 out of 4 on the flash flooding scale. Tomorrow's flash flooding risk looks very similar. It actually gets pushed up a little further to the north, but remains a marginal risk, which again is that level 1 out of 4. When it comes to temperatures, we'll talk about those. Of course, it's going to be a little bit cooler for the next couple of days compared to what we've seen, especially yesterday and the day before. Really, a lot of this week, we had highs in the upper 90s to low triple digits, which is pretty oppressive feeling, don't get me wrong. So slight improvement. Highs will generally be in the low and mid 90s. Let me take over this timeline for you. We could talk a little bit more about it. So this afternoon, we'll go to about 3, 4 o'clock or so. You'll notice temperatures here. Let me actually take that back a little bit. You'll notice temperatures this afternoon, again, still on the warmer side, but noticeably cooler compared to yesterday. Along Interstate 20, expect highs to be in the mid 90s, maybe even a few spots in the upper 90s. But central Louisiana, some of the spots where we hit triple digits yesterday, again, going to be noticeably cooler with highs in the lower 90s. Maybe even we'll see highs topping out in the upper 80s there along the Interstate 10 corridor. So a good bit cooler. Then as we head into tomorrow morning, temps will generally be falling. Let's pull that back out into the mid 70s once again tonight. So not too bad. Still going to feel very muggy, of course. We'll go ahead and take a look at those high temperatures for today. 92 there, Alexandria, 93 for Monroe, 93 also in Shreveport, just barely hitting 90 out in Lake Charles. They're pretty close to it over in Lafayette. And then, of course, the Baton Rouge Metro and New Orleans Metro will likely see highs there in the upper 80s and low 90s. Of course, I'll have more updates for you as we head throughout the next couple of days. Make sure that you're subscribed on YouTube and following on Facebook to get the latest weather information.